Welcome to Chi Talk. Today is part 2 of a 5-part series on weight management. And today I'll be talking to you about what not to eat. You heard me, what not to eat. It's very important to eliminate certain foods before you introduce, I guess, good foods. If you will, if you can imagine, you're panning for gold, okay? And you'll be sifting and sorting all the dirt and the stones, and ultimately what you'll be left with is the gold. So the same goes for nutrition. When you get rid of the junk food, you're left with the good food. So I don't need to tell you what to get rid of. You already know the junk food. So get rid of the junk food. That's number 1, most important. With that being said, there are certain foods that are good to get rid of, and that are foods with chemicals. Okay, chemicals are not a good thing. So generally, as a rule, if you can't read it, don't eat it. Okay, what that means basically is that, with packaged foods, if you can't read the label, don't eat it. Okay. Ideally, it'd be better to have more, fresh foods and whole foods as opposed to packaged foods. So that's something. But also, foods with high GI, which is high glucose index, you want to eliminate. And some of those are your white flours, your white rice, your sugars. So anything that converts quickly into sugar, you want to eliminate. And maybe you can replace those with, let's say, whole grains, or your brown rices are slower in converting into sugar. And that's something that you can do, a small change that you can do over a period of time consistently that will give you the result that you want. But also, with that being said, with sugar, don't replace sugary foods for artificial sweeteners, okay? Because that there is a chemical. Okay, so you want to eliminate chemicals altogether. What's really strange is some people fear, MSG or Chinese food, and then they won't eat it. But then they'll order a Diet Coke. It doesn't make sense. A chemical is a chemical. Eliminate it. Why do you fear one and not the other? I don't know. So eliminate those altogether. And then, of course, what's very important is to actually be mindful. Be mindful of when you're eating. So that means don't watch a movie or a show while you're eating, because you know what? You're going to get excited or anxious, and you're not going to pay attention to what you're doing. You're just going to eat and eat and eat. So be mindful. And what that does is it brings you in the moment and actually allows you to enjoy the food. Okay? And of course, chewing your food, right? Actually pre-digesting with your jaw, so that you can, absorb it better in your stomach. Okay, so take the time to chew your food thoroughly. And if it means putting down your fork or your spoon in between bites, then do that. That's, I think, very simple thing that you can do. Now, I have another one. What a novel idea this is to actually leave the table 70% full. That's right, you heard me. Leaving the table 70% full. The reason for this is because once you leave the table, half an hour later, you're going to feel 100% full. Okay? But most of us eat till we're 100% full, and half an hour later, we feel bloated. And the reason for that is very simple. It takes about 30 minutes for your brain to acknowledge that you're full. Okay? So this is a simple way, and actually, in fact, this can save you money. Okay? What a great idea that can be. Also, I think incorporating more vegetables in your diet. Okay? Eating more, particularly cooked vegetables. Now that depends on the seasons, of course, but generally speaking, cooked vegetables are easier to assimilate and digest. Now I'll be doing workshops or seminars on Chinese dietary therapy periodically. So you can register with us on the Chi-mail, and I'll just update you with any kind of upcoming event or workshop. And of course, also listen to your body. It's very important. So once you eat something, how do you feel? Does it make you feel good, or does it not make you feel good? Listen to your and it's a simple thing. So if it doesn't feel good after, then don't eat it. Okay, it's very basic. I hope informative. Now, with that being said, it's only as good as you applying this information. So again, thank you, and we'll see you next time on Chi Talk.